Mr. Giovanni Gorno Trempini, Chairman of Casa de Depositi and Prestiti, Mr. Remy Rieux, Chairman of the IDFC and CEO of AFSD, Excellencies at the opening session of the summit, distinguished colleagues from the panel, dear participants, receive a fraternal greeting from the Latin American and Caribbean community of development financial institutions that ALIDE represents on the occasion of this second edition of the Financing Commons Summit, an initiative that has brought together development banks around the world after two fundamental global objectives: climate finance in accordance with the Paris Agreement and the Sustainable Development Goals of the 2030 Agenda at the north of our action. Meanwhile, in the short term, we focus on supporting an economic recovery that is sustainable and deeply social, given the deficiencies and differences that this pandemic has revealed. This cohesion is very important because beyond our particularities and geographic priorities, continental or national, it shows us a global direction and establishes a forum in which at a global scale our financial institutions can learn from each other, share good practices, discuss problems, and promote innovations in order to mainstream methodologies and fundamentals around the financing of productive, social, and environmental sectors. In this context, the movement objectives are reflected in turn in a diversity of concrete aspects that currently constitute different thematic coalitions of the initiatives, such as water and sanitation, gender equality, social investment, sustainable financing of food systems, among other study and action groups, each of them with ambitious but realistic roadmaps and work streams that help us to update our internal banking agendas. As policy-based institutions for the financing of development, we are pleased that the movement and its summits have the support at the highest political level. This is undoubtedly very important in relation to the validity and projection of development banks and their role in the global development agendas. The greater focus on our institutions will also demand more results, so the participation of the international cooperation in support of the strengthening of banking capacities will also be of the greatest importance. Dear friends, on behalf of the Latin American and Caribbean community of development financial institutions that ALIDE represents, I wish to renew our support to the Financing Commons movement and our efforts to work towards its objectives. This support must be materialized through participation in statutory bodies such as the Steering Committee, thematic coalitions, and the summit itself. The endorsement of its different statements, the contribution to the work programs and work streams by participating in their activities or leading some, and in general promoting the involvement of our community of financial institutions in the Financing Commons activities. In this sense, allow me to invoke the attending institutions and their leaders to continue supporting this initiative by making ourselves available in whatever is deemed necessary, and in our bank networks to promote synergies with our own work programs towards the common objectives. Wishing everybody a successful and fruitful Financing Commons 2021 meeting, receive a very cordial greeting from Latin America. Thank you.